Good evening, YouTube. All right, for this video here, as the title says, this will be more information on the regimen, on my language regimen for 2016. So basically, in this video, I'm going to break down the times, like how much time I'll spend on doing certain things, certain aspects of the language. So let's go ahead and get to it. Now, you see there's Polish and Finnish here. Polish is the first language of the year, which is starting in February when I get back from Korea. And Finnish is the one for the whole year. So this applies to the other language except for Finnish. Finnish is the main language, is the one I'm studying for the whole year. So I'm going to start with Polish. So basically what it's going to look like Monday mornings, and this apply for all the days. I'll be studying like pretty much every day, Monday to Friday. So Polish, I go in the morning. The reason why I chose Monday mornings is because the time difference. Like if I want to talk with some Poles, it has to be in the morning because they're I believe right now in Poland, let me see real quick. Let me look at my let me see. Let me look at my some of the people I was talking to before. Look at the time over there. Let me see. So right now in Poland it's like 3 in the morning. You see, it's too late, too early over there. So I can't. I mean, obviously there's going to be some people up, but it's better to talk with people earlier in the day. So I have to do that my morning. Okay. So it only makes sense for me to do this, go to Hello Talk, and I'll spend an hour there practicing with the native speakers. So I will do that in the mornings. And in the evenings, I will do my listening, my writing, and my reading. Okay. Because as I said before, the polls during that time, they're asleep. I'm not practicing with anyone, and that's the best time for me to do those things. Not only that, I'll be busy in the morning with Finish as well. So in the evening for Monday, so my listening, I have varies there because I don't have a set time when I do my listening. It varies. So for example, in the evening, I'll have the audio playing, and I'm not always looking at the text. When I'm cleaning, when I go to the store, uh, walking around the house, even when I'm like taking care of my daughters, I have the audio playing. I always have my earphones on. The audio is just constantly playing. Now, I know most of you say, well, what about if I have to work and, what is a minimum? I would say if you can listen to the audio for about a good 20, 30 minutes every day, that would be good enough. If you got more time, listen to it more. While you commuting to work, take advantage of that. Um, just listen as much as possible because that's very important. So I do all of that for Polish. I will do that in the evening, in Monday evening, Tuesday evening. Um, my writing, creating sentences, basically. Oh, before I get to that, let me go back to listening. So what am I going to be listening to? So for Polish, I'll start my FLR level 1 for that. And obviously I'll be listening to that as much as possible. The questions and answers, the keywords, all that stuff. I'll be listening to that. Um, then I don't have Osimil for Polish. I have some. I have spoken word. I have teach yourself. So if I had teach yourself, I mean, if I had spoke, if I had Osimil for Polish, then I would listen to that too. I like to listen to Osimil because the dialogues are very short. They're not so long, so they're very easy to listen to. But it doesn't matter if you got any type of audio that has dialogues, then that'll be good. It's very good, and I like to listen to them at normal speed. So that's what I'll be listening to. But the main thing is FLR, the material there, since I'm just starting on a language. Now, the writing, creating sentences, I'll do that for about 20, 25 minutes. When I'm writing, I like to write out dialogues, and I like to use Asimil. Now, since I don't have Asimil, I'll be writing out dialogues from Spoken World or Teach Yourself, one of those two books. I don't think I have Colloquial, but that's what I'll be doing for writing, for my writing practice. And creating sentences, that's basically from the FLR. I create my sentence from the questions and answers of the keywords. So I'll do my writing first, and then I'll start creating sentences. And that'll take me about 20 25 minutes. My reading, that's basically dialogues again. I'll read Asimil or spoken word. Just read a dialogue, read it out loud for pronunciation practice. Um, what else? So writing, creating sentences. So when I create those sentences, I like to use those sentences when I go chat with native speakers just to see how they work. I make stuff up, and then I always have my notes with me when I'm speaking with native speakers. You're gonna need them because you're not gonna remember all of that stuff at first. So you're gonna have to look at your notes, look at the questions and answers and what have you. I do that all the time, but after a certain period of time, you'll find that you no longer need to look at those notes because you've been practicing so much. So that's what you can do with those created sentences. So that's my regimen for Polish, and this applies to all the other days that I'll be studying, Monday through Friday. Okay, so overview. So in the morning, my Hello Talk, I will go there. I'll spend like an hour sometime in the morning. Then in the evening, I'll do all my other things, my listening, writing, reading, creating sentences. So do that every day, and you'll be good. Now my finish is a little different, a little bit different. Monday mornings now, when I meet with a native speaker, I'll be meeting with him for 4 hours a week. So it'll be like Monday to Thursday. That'll be for an hour. And during that time, we do our little training and regular stuff, creating sentences, all that stuff, comprehension. So that's a good workout for an hour. But I will still do my listening, writing, creating sentences, and reading. I still do that the same as I did with Polish. And since I have the ASI meal, I'll be listening to that, and obviously I'll be listening to the FLR stuff as well. The writing, creating sentences, same rule applies to Finnish, just like how I did for Polish, and the reading. And I'll be doing that, reading my ASI. So that is it. That is really simple. That's my regimen. That's what I will do for all those languages. When I start the new language, I'm gonna do the same thing. So if you have like a little schedule like this, you'll be able to stay on track, and you won't get you'll be able to stay focused. Just every day, just wake up, just say, okay, I got to do this, get this over with. Just do it. Just get it over with. You got your time set. You say, okay, I need to do that for 20, 25 minutes, this for 20 minutes, and I'll be done for that day. You don't have to study every day unless you have time like that. The more time you have, the better, I would say. But if you have a schedule like this and you just get it out the way and get it done, then that's it for the day. You don't have to worry about it. Then you just wait till tomorrow, and then you do the same thing. So, as I said, this will apply to other languages, just like Polish. Finnish is the only language that I'll be meeting with a native for 4 hours a week, since I'm going harder on that language. So that is it. That is my little breakdown of the time I'll be spending. Um, so everybody's time will look different because some people have to go to school, some people have to work, but you have to have a schedule to follow because if you don't, then you're going to be all over the place, and you're going to have a whole bunch of gaps, and you just because there's not going to be any consistency, and that's not good when it comes to learning a language. You need to be very consistent, and the only way to be consistent is to know what you're doing the next day. You have to have this stuff planned out. You know what you're doing tomorrow. You say, oh, what should I? You won't be like, oh, tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow's here. What should I learn? Okay, I'll learn this. That's too sloppy. You don't want to be all over the place like that. I was there. I was doing that before too, like years ago. Ever since I started learning languages, I was going through all kinds of different ways of how to go about practicing and studying these different languages, especially when you have so many different languages. You have to come up with a good strategy on how to go about practicing them and studying them. Um, but yeah, that's it. That is my review for that. So let me know if you guys have any other questions. Otherwise, thanks for viewing, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good night.